So here he is at work. Okay, you guys have been asking me about the guy in the blue truck who goes by. His name is Plat Tuop. I don't know if it has a meaning. Normally Thai people have a name has a meaning. Sometimes, not always. Plat Tuop is his name. He's 79 years old, and he's been farming since he's 10. He's one of 10 children, and he's been rice farming since he's 10, working in the fields. He's 79 years old now, so he's been farming in the fields for 69 years. I think he said he's going to be 80 soon, but he's still doing this. So I thought I'd just stop by and say hello. I've talked to him a little bit, but never really asked him any serious questions. You know, he just goes on about his business. He goes past the house each day in his little blue truck. So this rice field here is about a ways down the road from my house. You can see the river over here, same river, just go down there is where I live. And he looks after 9 rye here, and on the other side of the river, farther down where he lives, he looks after 50 rye. And if I remember right, I looked at it the other day, I think it's like 2 point something rye equals 1 acre. So I don't know if that's a metric or I can't remember all that stuff, but you could say roughly 2 rye per acre, something like that. Okay, so he's got 50 on the other side, 29, and I'm not sure, I think he rents this side. Somebody owns this land and they want to sell it. So I think he rents this 9 rye, and I think he owns 50 rye on the other side, but he's been doing this since he's 10 years old. You think, and he's 79 years old now, going to be 80 soon. And it's amazing when you think of all the places that I've lived, all the places that I've traveled, all the things that I've done. You can basically say in my whole life, he's been a rice farmer. Because I'm going to be 62 in a week or so. And so he's been rice farming as long as I've been on this planet. You think the heat in the summer that he's been out here working and this stuff. Mind-boggling, isn't it? Amazing how I wonder how many tons of rice he's produced in his lifetime. Crazy to think about it, isn't it? Okay, this is his truck. And I asked him, did he buy it like this or did he make it? He said he made it himself. Very hot today again. I'm sitting in the shade, sweating buckets here. It's November 17th. I'm standing in the shade, sweating buckets, talking to him about this pumping stuff. Crazy, isn't it? In November, I'm sweating. And people are already talking about -5 and snow. Crazy. I come back over here because it's too noisy over there. I don't know if you heard me earlier. I asked him, I've seen this truck many times. He passes my house a couple times a day. Not every week, every day, but a couple times a week I see him. And if he comes, he usually comes 2 or 3 times. If he's doing something, like pumping water today into this field. So the next thing, sorry I got salt in my eye, I can't see. That's better. So he comes by a few times, and I've looked at the truck, you know, I thought that's a kind of cool truck. I've never seen something like that. You know, did he buy it? Is it a farm piece of equipment? And when I asked him, he said, I built it myself. And he goes, I've seen him one time, he come on this little piece here, he come down and nearly reversed into the river. He had to get his sons up here with a truck and some wire and stuff to get him back on the road. I think he wasn't feeling good or something, but he's okay nowadays. So just talking to him about technology and how it moves on, what does he think about it? He says anything that works. You know, there's in rice farming, I've seen people make a they have like tracks, but it's only like 4 to 6 inches wide each track, and then they have this like some stilts that come up so it gets over top of the crop. Then there's a platform with a small engine and a big water tank, and then they have sprayers with arms that come out so they can drive over the crop and spray. And he says he's seen some other things like that that people have actually made. But one guy bought one, it was a $500,000 baht. I can't remember how much, I can't remember how much that is in dollars or pounds or whatever, euros. $500,000 baht. But I said, what do you think about the drone stuff they have nowadays? He says he's heard about it, and he's seen it, but he doesn't know anything about it. He said anything that's going to make life easier, as long as it doesn't cost a fortune, because there's not a lot of money in, you know, for the farmer. He sells it, he has to pay somebody to harvest it. They bring a harvester in, and then a truck takes it to the scales, and they weigh it, and then take it to the factory. They have some mega buildings where they dry it and process it and stuff like that. And, you know, everybody wants a cut, so everybody's making a big profit, and you see the big people driving around in big cars, but you don't see the actual rice farmers riding around in big stuff. So, you know, I know where he lives, and I've seen his house, and it's not that big. You know, there's a big family lived there, but you know, the money goes everywhere else. So whatever works, so they get the rice out and put food in their mouth each day. Amazing. When you see, you know, if you go to America and you drive around, or France or Germany, you know, wherever you've been, and you see people riding around in these big massive flash cars, and then you see what these people, how they live. I was just in the village getting some food for lunch, some fish, and you know, you see people drive by on scooters, and you know, there's no color coordination with clothes, just whatever you have, and they put it on. And one guy, you know, his clothes were the same color as his black motorcycle. You know, mental health problem, I don't know. Finance, I don't know. Too old to take care, I don't know. But, you know, I just watch and observe. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed all that. I'm going to sign off and say good night. And best wishes, guys. Look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings and rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. See you in the morning. Good night, guys.